guys, it's Joy and I'm back, this time with a video that's kind of different. It's kind of a get to know me, but it's finishing up a challenge I did through my Instagram / Facebook. And so I wanted to, the last thing on it is, it was called PS Love Me Challenge. I found it on Pinterest. And I pinned it a few years back and I wanted to try this. And so this year is kind of a year I'm trying to do things more challenging to myself in some ways, and this was what I took on. And the last prompt says, what have you learned these, I think it's what have you learned from these 28 days is what it's supposed to say. And so I'm going to tell you what I put on the Instagram / Facebook, because I know that my Facebook friends and family, because that's all that's really on there is my friends and family, didn't get to see the first few because I wasn't originally going to post it on Facebook. I wasn't sure I wanted that many people in my life to know what I was up to. And then suddenly I accidentally forgot to unclick the share to Facebook, and so I shared it. And from that point on I continued to share. So I'm going to share all the prompts and what my response was to them, and this will be kind of like a voiceover throughout it, so you won't be seeing me reading it all. I'm going to put the audio with the pictures that I posted, so you can see all the pictures. And at the end, I'm going to tell you what I learned. So day one is, why are you doing hashtag PS Love Me? And I used the hashtag Love Me. So I may have posted it to the wrong spot, but that's okay. So day one, I said, I'm doing this challenge because this year I am working on getting healthier physically, mentally, and emotionally. So I thought this challenge would be a step in the right direction. Having let the words others have said about me affect how I saw myself for too long, but now I'm working to only care what I think of myself. So may 2019 be the year I truly learned to love myself. Sorry, can't read. Day two is a photo of you. And I chose to do 2 photos and put the caption of this. And let's see if you guys can figure out why. This year I'm breaking out of the shadow and trying to let my light shine. And then the third day, the prompt was a word that describes you. What I put. There are many words that describe me, and so I wrote a few. But the one that matters most to me is the word caregiver, because it has made me appreciate my loved ones even more, and it helped me through a difficult goodbye last year. If you didn't know, last year I lost my father, and today that I'm filming this is actually would have been my dad's birthday. So for me, this is kind of fitting that it's ending when it is. Unfortunately, I'm going to post it a day late from where it should have been posted, but yeah, so that was the goodbye I was talking about. Day 4 was a person who loves you. I have a lot of people who love me, but this woman loves me unconditionally. She is my biggest support, my rock when I'm breaking, and my clown when I'm needing a laugh. I feel so blessed that I can call her not only my mom, but my best friend. Day 5 was a note to your past you, and I'm going to read the note too, because I know it'll be hard to see, but I posted a picture of it when I did the post. So it says, first picture is me from around the time of high school. The second is a letter I wrote myself today to the girl in the first picture. Third picture is me today. I miss my long hair, but due to migraines, the hair has to be kept short. And this is what the letter said. Dear Joyce, there is so many things I could say to you, but what I feel you most need to know is that you have strength in great abundance. The path you are going to be going down will be filled with many bumps, but you will find a way through each one. You won't always feel this lost and alone. You will work at a camp one day, and it will truly change your life in a positive way. Never forget to thank God for the good and the bad, because the bad will help you know who your true friends are and how strong you have become. You are beautiful and amazing and worth more than you think. Don't ever give up on your poetry or writing because you are talented. I love you and I'm so proud of all you will accomplish. Stay strong. You will get through it. Love your future self, Joy. Okay, then the next one was a note to your future, to the future you. Again, I will read the note because I know it'll probably be hard to read in that short time. So I said, first picture is a letter to my future self. Second picture is one way I am working to reduce anxiety. Third is a picture of the working titles of my first 3 kids' stories. 2 are written and 1 I hope to write soon. Fourth picture is what my scale says today. I have already lost about 22 pounds since September. Dear Joy, I hope you have overcome your anxiety, or at least have learned to manage them better. I hope you have found the courage to try to get your story published. I also hope you have started writing again, because you are very talented. I am hoping you have gotten your cholesterol back in check without medication and have gotten your weight down even more. I am proud of you and all that you have accomplished. I love you and can't wait to see where life has taken us. I trust you have made the right choices to get us where we are meant to be. Just remember that you are loved, have tons of support, and are awesome beyond belief. Love your past self, Joy. Day 7 was one thing that's just for you. I guess something that is just for me is my journal books. I write in them for many different reasons. Okay, day 8, share a scar. And I have a few scars I could have shared, but this one is probably the scar I've had the longest, and it's the most important to me. And so day 8, this scar is not as noticeable as it once was. I was about 3 years old when I got it. The story behind it is that I was watching TV with my mom, sister, and one brother in our parents' bedroom during a commercial. My brother, who was sitting on the floor behind me, began to tickle me. And to avoid it, I leaned forward and hit my head on the corner of the cedar chest. My dad and my other brother rushed me to the hospital where I had to have stitches put in. Unknown how many stitches, but due to this incident, I would later lose most of my sight in that eye. Okay, day 9 is share something beautiful. I have a lot of somethings beautiful in my life, but today I went with the area above our fireplace. That is in memory of my dad. We have a picture that he had given his brother and his wife for their wedding, that she returned to us on the day of his funeral. The flag we received for his military service when he passed, the last picture that was taken professionally of Mom, Dad, and I together, and a picture of Dad with his favorite dog, along with a couple of angel statues that Mom and I collected over the years. Day 10. Share a secret. This is probably another hard one because sharing secrets with people is really hard. I don't know if any of you agree, but knowing which secret, especially when you're doing it to a broad group, people you don't know, people you know, but you don't, you know them through this place or that place, and you have all these people that could see this. Sharing a secret was hard. What secret could I share that wasn't too embarrassing? Day 10. I have many secrets. But the one I am going to share is that I used to suck on washcloths when I was little. This may be one of the reasons I have bad teeth. I know it's how 2 of my teeth ended up being pulled when my baby teeth were loose. But boy, wasn't I cute when I would brush my teeth like in this picture instead of sucking on washcloths. Haha. Okay, Day 11 was Share a Smile. Just a few of the pictures of my past that make me smile. And I'm going to explain them because I didn't put that in the description when I did this. The first picture was the first picture ever taken of me while I was in the hospital. The second one is when I went to see my oldest brother off to the Air Force. He would have come home within a couple weeks because he was honorably discharged due to health issues. And it has my two brothers and my sister and me in that picture. The third one is my mom when we went to Six Flags. I was in high school band. I played clarinet. And she was one of our chaperones, and I think that one was in Chicago, because we went to Missouri, and then we went to Chicago within 2 years. And I think it was right after my senior year. It might have been after my junior year. Okay. The fourth picture is when my mom and I did internships together, and we were working during the summer at a computer repair place with two guys that I knew. One had worked at the college with me, and the other one had been a classmate of ours in one of our classes, and they had hired us as interns. They had started a business of their own. When I don't like having my picture taken, I make weird faces, just so you know. Okay, the fifth picture is the last dog we had. She didn't like wearing costumes. Her name was Leanne. She didn't like wearing costumes. So anyway, Leanne didn't like wearing costumes, except for when we went to the nursing home for Mass, because the old people just made over her, and she loved making them happy, so she would wear her costume, including the hat. Other than that, or if little kids were around, she would wear her hat. She would wear, like, the collar. This is a clown costume, so she would wear the collar, but she wouldn't wear the hat unless she was at the nursing home or some little kid was within a certain distance of her. And so the fact that we got a picture of her in her full costume is kind of funny to me. And I just loved when she would go to the nursing home. If she lost her hat, no matter what hat it was, it could be her angel halo, it could be her clown hat, it could be her Santa hat, it could be any hat. Or a bow, if she had a bow on her neck. If it dropped off, she stopped on all four paws, just went hitting the floor, and you could not get her to move for anything. And that little... maybe she was under 100-pound dog. I mean, she was probably between 50 and 60 pounds. But this dog seemed to weigh like 200 pounds if she lost that thing. She was not moving until she had that on because it was going to upset those old people. So that was one of my favorite pictures of her. Now we're on to day 12. And it was Share a Flaw. Okay, I want to preface this one. I want to say that I know I have flaws. Every person does. That doesn't mean I don't accept them. It doesn't mean I'm not, seeing myself as beautiful or myself as worthy or whatever. Because somebody did comment on this one, and their comment kind of ticked me off a little bit because of the fact that I was doing what the challenge asked, share a flaw. Every flaw we have is a flaw. It's fine. People have flaws. We're not perfect. Only one person was ever perfect, and that's God. He made us in his image, but there had to be flaws to set us aside, to set us apart from him. And so for me, having a flaw just reminds me that I am not God and I should never try to be God. So I'm okay with my flaws. I am embarrassed by one of them, as I will say in this statement, but I'm okay with it. It's just embarrassing in a mild way, I guess you'd say. So the thing I posted was, I have many flaws, but the ones that bother me the most, and I do say bother, but there's a reason they bother me. The one that bothers me the most are my skin tags on my neck and back, as shown in the first two pictures, and my teeth as shown in the third picture. I used to love my smile, but nowadays it embarrasses me because of the teeth I am missing. Therefore, I don't take as good a care of as I used to of my teeth. But the reason my skin tags bother me is I can't wear necklaces, but what it gets caught on there and it hurts. Or like certain shirts will get caught on my skin tag and it hurts. So it bothers me physically, not mentally. Most of the time I don't even think about them anymore. I used to, but I don't anymore. My smile, I barely think about most of the time. It does embarrass me a little bit when I see it in some pictures and stuff. Like, I'm like, oh my God, I should have smiled not so wide. but I'm comfortable with it. As you guys... Okay, so the next one was share a quote. And this quote is one of my favorites. I'm not sure who it is from. And so it's kind of funny that came after the one before it, so, because it's about smiling. Day 14, and we're halfway there after this one. Share a fear you have overcome. I have overcome more than just this, but I'm going to share this. I have 3 fears that I can say I have overcome. I am no longer afraid to drive, although I'm not ready to take on some roads, and not ready to drive long road trips yet. Number 2 is to be away from home for more than a couple of days. Number 3 is shopping alone. I know there are a couple of others as well. Day 15, something you have done right. I have done many things right. But 2 I am going to share is that I fixed our furnace a couple of years ago. The second is that I have successfully done many family dinner parties that were very enjoyable. So, day 16. Something you like about yourself. Something I like about myself is my eyes and also my sense of humor. Okay. Day 17. Something that feeds your soul. I feed my soul in many ways. To me, feeding my soul means to take time for me to recenter my focus on more positive things. This means I might pray the rosary, read a book, or better yet, the Bible, do a devotional, meditate or use yoga, attend Mass or take time to watch one online, spend time with my family, journal in my grateful journal, and the list goes on. Okay, day 18. Something that feeds your brain. There are a lot of things that feed my brain. But for me, feeding my brain means keeping it active. So for me, games like these make me think, but allow me to also have fun. Okay, day 19 was something you feel strongly about. I'm going to insert a clip here, and this is what I put with it. It said, this is a topic I feel so strongly about that it took me 5 tries to make this video. So today is day 19 of my Love Me challenge that I'm doing. There's 28 days to this challenge, and today's prompt is something you feel strongly about. For me, something I feel very strongly about is mental health, and getting help for it. And I could talk forever on this subject, but I'm only going to say briefly why this is so important to me. I have known people in my past who had depression to the point where they had felt suicidal, and I have also lost people in my life due to suicide. I have had depression myself to the point where I had suicidal thoughts, and I also suffer anxiety attacks. So for me, mental health is a huge topic, and I do not believe in shying away from talking about it. So that's what I feel strongly about, and I'll catch you next time. Okay. Moving on to day 20. I can't say any more than what you just heard. Something you love to wear. Something I love to wear is my jeans. Okay, day 21. Something you are proud of. I have many things I'm proud of in my life. But one of the things I have to say I'm most proud of is the challenges I've taken on in the past few years, including laying flooring, fixing furnace, and many other repairs around the home. Day 22. Wow, we're already up to day 22. And you are bored already. What makes you unique? Something I feel makes me unique is my personality. I think this was the hardest to come up with because everything about me is unique. Haha. That was really hard. And that was the one that I couldn't post the day of. I decided to do my personality at the end of the day. And when I went to go post it, my internet had kicked out. And didn't come back on until after I went to sleep that night. So I ended up posting it with day 23's. So yeah. My personality. What do you think makes me unique? I'd love to hear comments on it, especially if you know me for a while. Just let me know. You can comment here. You can comment on Facebook, Instagram, wherever you know. However you comment to me, you can do that. I just would love to know what makes me unique in other people's books. I don't necessarily agree with you, but I'll hear you out. Okay, day 23. What is your best feature? My best feature has always been my eyes. I have often received many compliments on them. Day 24. What makes you happy? There are many things that make me happy. But lately, my diamond paintings have made me happy and helped with my anxiety. What makes you laugh? Okay, there are a lot of things that make me laugh, but my mom is definitely one of the people that can make me laugh every time, as can most of my family. As for things, movies, odd songs, some YouTube channels, and the list goes on. If you want to hear more about those kind of things, let me know. I would be happy to do a video that gives you more detail about me. If there's anything that you've heard in this video that you want to know more about me personally about, please let me know and I'll do a video down the road. I make myself laugh most of the time. Number 26 was another hard one. It's what makes you feel beautiful. And I had a hard time with this one because it's hard to put into picture. And it's hard to explain. And it says, the two things that make me feel beautiful are getting dressed up for no reason and my at-home spa days. I haven't had a spa day in over 2 years now. But they are so wonderful when I get done with the day, and I have a plan for it. And if you ever want to see that video, let me know. I can kind of give you a general how I do my spa day and everything, and maybe even show you some of my process. But I would always feel so much more relaxed, happier, beautiful, just excited afterward. I just kind of always wanted to go do something after I got done with my spa day. Never had any plans. Oh well, life goes on. And then the last prompt before today's prompt was day 27. What have you accepted about yourself? There are probably a lot of things I've accepted about myself, but today I'm going to share that I have accepted that I am like both my parents. I have a silly, funny side that is very much like they always have had. And then I also mentioned that please note that tomorrow's post will be postponed until Thursday because tomorrow would have been my dad's birthday, and I'm going to spend the day celebrating in his honor. So that's what today was, my dad's birthday, and I'm celebrating in his honor by making this video. No, we went up to the cemetery to see his grave site, which was great exercise because I could not find it again. I took pictures last time I was out there, and I'm going to find this. I'm going to find this. And this is where I take after my dad. I will not stop and ask for directions. No, I don't want help finding directions. Mom's like, I'll get out of the car and help you. No, Mom, I got this. I'm good. I got it. 20 minutes later, I finally find the grave site. So, that's a fun fact. I am very much like both parents, to be honest. So, that one was true. So, now, with all those prompts said, what did I learn so today's was, what have you learned in these 28 days? I have learned that I have a more positive outlook on who I am than I ever thought I did. I always thought I had lower self-esteem than I do. I know that sounds probably stupid, but to be honest, I have learned that I care less than I thought I did about what others think. Because I've noticed that I didn't even care if I was getting the likes or the comments or anything on my post. I was doing it for me for once. And I felt very confident and good in doing this. After it slipped and I just decided to go with it, I still felt very good about it. And so I learned that I'm in a better place than I thought I was. I have learned that my family is very important to me, although I think I always knew that. And that they are the ones I call on the most when I have got issues. Whether it be I'm down or I'm struggling to get something done, whatever it is, my family is my rock in everything. I'd have to say that I have learned that I'm okay with my past more than I thought I was. It's part of who I am. It's what made me the joy I am today. It's part of why I started the YouTube channel. And it's part of why I continue to make videos even when I'm struggling. And so it is definitely, my past is a big part of who I am. That's something I learned about myself. I don't like taking on hard challenges. But I did enjoy it. I did find that I liked having something that I would like prompts that helped me post every day, because I'm not the best at keeping people informed on things going on. And so I like having the prompt to help me make that decision on what I want to post for other people. So I do like some guidance in my life. I don't like a lot of guidance. I like to figure things out on my own, but I also like a little bit of guidance now and then. In some areas when I'm procrastinating. Like now, I'm procrastinating. Anyway, so I think overall I learned a lot about myself in the positive. I really think and I also think I learned to accept more about myself than I thought I could. And I learned I really don't care as much as I used to think I did, or that I did going into this challenge. I thought I was going to be like really, because like I said, the first few days I didn't post on my Facebook. And when it accidentally happened, I think that's when I realized I really didn't care what people thought. It's what I think. And so I think this challenge really did do what I was setting out to do, and it really showed me. There's going to be setbacks. There always is setbacks. I'm human. Life is not all roses, people. It's challenging, and knowing that and accepting that and rolling with the punches is something that I think I'm doing better at than I used to. So for me, this challenge really helped me see that I am further along in my mental and emotional state than I thought I was. So with that said, I'm going to end this here. I'm just going to say I hope you all have a wonderful day with lots of beautiful and amazing things happening to you, because you're all beautiful and amazing people. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye, guys.